Out of the 40,247 underage candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, only 467 scored high enough to be classified under the Exceptional Ability category. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Volvo Cars on Monday reported an 11% decrease in April sales to 58,881 cars from a year earlier, sending its shares down. Volvo Cars said in a statement that sales of fully electric cars fell 32% to account for 20% of total sale volumes. Sales of electrified cars as a whole, also including plug-in hybrids, were down 16% to account for 45% of total sales. At number 9, Trent Alexander-Arnold is set to join Real Madrid on a 5-year contract, marking the end of a remarkable 20-year journey with Liverpool. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano in a post on Monday via X, the deal is in place with a verbal agreement already reached. The move comes shortly after Alexander-Arnold publicly confirmed his decision to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. At number 8, the National Assembly has urged the Supreme Court to dismiss the suit filed by 11 People's Democratic Party governors challenging the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. The federal legislature, in its response, contended that the plaintiff's suit was procedurally flawed and lacked merit. It argued that the court lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the suit and should award 1 billion naira in cost against the plaintiff for filing what it learned a frivolous and speculative suit. At number 7, President Bola TINUBU is expected to meet with the leadership of Nigeria's power generating company as part of an emergency effort to address the 14 trillion naira debt threatening to cripple the country's electricity supply chain. The move follows a high-level meeting on Tuesday between the Minister of Power, Adeyemi, and Chairman of Gencos in Abuja amid mounting fears of possible collapse of the national grid due to liquidity constraints in the sector, according to a statement from the Power Ministry. And at number 6, Access Holding has appointed Ibironke Adeyemi as an independent non-executive director following the resignation of Oluseyi Kumapayi, FCA, as a non-executive director. The company says her appointment, which was approved by the Central Bank of Nigeria, became effective on April 15, 2025, strengthening the diversity and expertise within its board. And at number 5, Kaduna State Governor Obasani has praised traditional leaders for their crucial role in maintaining peace and security in the state. Speaking at an event where 23 vehicles were distributed to traditional leaders held at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim House, Kaduna, on Sunday, the governor attributed the success of the state's non-kinetic approach to tackling insecurities to the collaboration between traditional leaders and security agencies. And at number 4, a 2-term governorship aspirant and stalwart of the All Progressive Congress in Oyo State, Akim Agbaje, has vowed that the party members will resist any attempt to impose a governorship candidate ahead of the 2027 elections. Speaking in Ibadan during an interview with journalists on Monday, Agbaje warned that the mistakes of the 2023 elections, where the APC lost its chance to reclaim power from the People's Democratic Party, must not be repeated. At number 3, the World Bank has advised the federal government to implement reforms that protect the country's poorest against rising inflation. The bank also advised the government to boost the livelihood of all Nigerians through more productive work, which is said is key to reversing high poverty levels. The World Bank stated this in its latest April 2025 Poverty and Equity Brief for Nigeria, which was obtained on Monday. At number 2, scores of youths have taken to the streets of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, in protest of the arrest of popular rights activist and social media influencer Martins Vincent Otte, also known as Very Dark Man, by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. The protesters, who were sighted in the Wuse area just right after the Beggar Bridge, described VDM's arrest and detention as illegal. And at number 1, Out of the 40,247 underage candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, only 467, which is 1.16%, scored high enough to be classified under the Exceptional Ability category, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has revealed. In a post made on X by its official handle, the examination body on Monday disclosed that although the underage candidates were permitted to showcase their academic prowess. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.